My name is Elaine Hogan.
And I'm Sheila Garry, and we're here to talk about our new album today. It's called Two for Joy, and we're going to play a few tunes from the album.
So we'll play 3 reels. They are all Michael Dwyer tunes. The first one is The Humours of Derry Vagel, into a tribute to John Kelly, and we'll finish with Farewell to Rian Trisk.
Do you love the Dwyers?
We love the Dwyers.
Yes.
Right.
We love the Dwyers.
And you love the Paddy O'Donoghue?
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk more.
We will,
okay, away with you.
Yeah.
Right.
My God, such an amazing performance, full of kind of joyous energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was looking at the two of you. You're totally consumed with what you're playing, but totally at ease playing together, and that's the impression I get from you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
enjoy being together.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, from the get-go. I mean,
Yeah.
myself and Sheila met properly in Bunratty Castle. And I was new, I remember at the time, so they kind of just threw us together to play background music. And as soon as I sat down and played with Sheila, I just...
Yeah.
There was
it was
empathy.
like a psychic.
There
Yeah,
was.
yeah, right.
And it was the same.
What did
for
you
me
say,
as well.
psycho or
Psychic.
psychic? Yeah.
Psychic,
Depending on the day.
Yeah, and I mean, it was the same for me as well. And like, we'd have a similar outlook on music as well, you know.
And what is
how,
that?
How we play tunes. Just want to enjoy them, just really get into them and, you know, kind of have the room to explore them as well. You know, Elaine will do her thing on the harp, and I like to move away from the melody sometimes a bit myself. Not too much, but, you know, I think we both have, you know, an
Yeah.
appreciation for that, and we enjoy that.
That was a challenging tune. I just noticed the movement to key changes with the previous tune.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an easy tune.
No, I suppose, I mean, I'm kind of used to doing it, but it's just thinking ahead. But it's kind of such a natural progression now to go from one to the other at that.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Michael O'Dwyer, I mean, we know Richard, he's here, and John was a beautiful person, but Michael is one of the lesser. I know there was an album released years ago with Michael and Margaret Dwyer.
You probably know more about
Yeah.
that than I do.
Did you get, where did you get these tunes?
Well, I mean, when Richie went about assembling all of Michael's tunes together on the book and the compilation that he brought out, I suppose it was Elaine kind of went looking at the tunes first. I'd have been familiar with some of his tunes, but I suppose when we started looking into them then, you know, and it was really through that publication. I mean, all of those tunes, like, you know, presented themselves to us when they were published and when Richie put them together. And I mean, there's an amazing amount of music there. It's
Like that, I was just going from cover to cover, and it was very similar actually
Yeah.
to the Paddy O'Donoghue book. And I was just kind of, you know, I played the melody, that's
Yeah.
a banger, and then you go into the
Right.
next one, and they
Okay.
were
Yeah.
all, every single one, to me anyway.
And I
Yeah.
suppose then when we sat down together and, you know, tried some of them together, you know, we kind of just instantly said, oh, these are great. you
Yeah.
know, and kind of went from there. And I suppose when we got the idea to go again and make the second album, you know, I suppose we wanted to, you know, record some new music again. It's
Sure.
something that we're both, you know, interested in. And I suppose this time the difference with this album is there are some favourites on it as well, some old favourites on it too, and some
Okay.
old tunes that we love playing together, that
Okay.
we've always played together. So there's a nice balance. You know, there's some Michael Dwyer tunes, and there's a few Sean Ryan's tunes.
Sean Ryan, I
and,
see those, yeah.
one of Seamus Connolly's, and Elaine has a couple written, and
Good.
I delved into it. I have one.
All right,
So,
okay.
yeah,
A
yeah.
gem, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know,
Mine
John.
out in
I
West
don't know
Clare.
about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
so-
let's rewind back 10 years ago, okay?
yeah.
So 10 years ago, you concentrated on Paddy O'Donoghue's compositions with Shores of Loch
We
Breda.
did. I suppose it's even longer than 10 years, John.
Yeah.
When we started working in Bunratty, I mean, we had the notion of making an album for years
Yes.
before.
Yes, we used to go into the dressing room
Yeah.
with a mini disc recorder.
Oh,
And
I
we'd come
remember
in
them.
early or we'd stay late,
Yeah.
and we'd just put down stuff that we loved playing together.
Yeah.
Right.
So we always wanted to do some kind of an album or something together.
Okay, so you did that. So it's 10 years intervening between Shores of Loch Breda and
Yes.
this one. Who
Yes.
got the itch first? Was it a mutual kind of an epiphany itch, or
No, Elaine did.
I think
so Elaine got the
I-
initial itch?
Elaine
Yeah.
got the initial
Yeah.
itch. She did, definitely.
And the itch was from, I just missed playing with Sheila,
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
music with
Yeah.
Sheila and hanging out. And
yeah.
I thought, why don't we do something else? There was nothing really stopping us, so I said we just do it on our own terms, and when we can do it and the tunes we like doing, and just do it together and keep
Sure.
it simple.
And
Yeah.
did you take convincing, or was it an immediate embrace?
It was more or less immediate, John. It was more or less immediate, and once we started talking through it, we were gung ho to go do it. And I suppose we were more relaxed this time
Right.
round making an album. I mean, we had the one done, albeit a decade ago, and I suppose we took a more laid back approach to it. You know what I mean? We took our time, and you know, when we had to go record, and then we recorded up with Martin O'Malley, and you know, we did it very stress free. It was great to be up there.
One take, was it?
A lot of them.
Yeah, some of them were.
One take is the best. No, it's it's great seeing a harp anywhere, first of all, because I have 3 daughters who play, you know, and it's very impossible to go into sessions with harps. It doesn't facilitate harp playing in sessions, it's too loud. So where do you get the opportunity, apart from getting together and deciding, come on, let's make an album, where do you get the opportunity to play kind of untethered music on harp and fiddle?
Well, we do go into the pub at times.
At times. I suppose, depending on where you are in your life and stuff. You know, I mean, if you're actively involved in sessions, you're going to be actively involved in sessions. I mean, you know, we do concerts here and there, like, and stuff, but we take the same approach kind of wherever we are. I mean, once we know what we're doing, like, we just love the music we play, and we're delighted to play it.
And are you active in sessions? Because maybe I don't go out, I'm pure boring, but do you have regular sessions?
Not that often, John. I mean, not that often myself. You know, maybe here and there during the summer and stuff like that, and you know, that's fine for me. And I mean, Elaine's busy.
From time to time, I would be in sessions, say, like, talking about the harp not being loud enough, but I have played in the having piping hell session from time to time. So that's competing against anything up to 8 sets of villain pipes. I do manage it, but it's physically.
It's physical. I can see, but you're a powerful player. I can see it there.
Yeah, and it's not a thought out thing. It's just the way I play. I think it's just my style over time, and I think even playing with Sheila has affected the way I play.
Sure.
I
suppose there's a challenge in a big session that's loud. There's a challenge with the harp, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes maybe do you sacrifice a lot, to get the volume?
I don't know. For me, it's possibly more physically that you're kind of stuck where you are in a session as well. Like, even to leave the harp on its own.
Okay, you can't do.
Leave to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's just the everyday kind of challenges of having an instrument like this. But no, I wouldn't be playing sessions hugely anymore like that. It's age and stage, and I have moved out of Ennis, so I'm not kind of in town anymore.
And are you going to travel with this? I mean, are you active in figuring out, how are you going to push this in nice venues?
The first thing that's coming up, John, is Saturday week, 21st. We're down in the Chocshimsa in Fanouig, and there's actually there's a Cornelius Lyons. It's an inaugural harp festival, and it's, I believe, the brainchild of Janet Harbison.
Yes.
So she's coming down to Fanouig for the weekend, and they're having a whole host of events going on and stuff. But we're one of the events. We're on Saturday night, and we're having a concert and a CD launch in the Chocshim. So it's a lovely little venue, really nice. Yeah, venue.
Cornelius Lyons, he had won. Was it Miss Hamilton? That his only composition that, or did he?
It survived. I don't know now. The answer.
It's definitely one of the popular ones anyway. You know. So that's the 21st. That'd be nice.
Okay, 21st of?
21st of June, yes.
June, okay. So we might ramble down to that.
It's Saturday week,
lovely place.
And,
North Kerry, obviously.
Lovely North Kerry, And then, I suppose, nothing set in stone, but we're
open to offers.
Take it as it comes. We'll be in Milltown Malbay.
Well, you're going to get an avalanche of offers when this goes online. Okay, listen, will you shoot away with another set before we liberate you? Okay.
No bother. And John, thanks a million. Thanks for having us.
Listen, thanks a lot. You're
and
great.
always thanks for the support, John.
Oh God, yeah. No, this is heavenly stuff. I love it.
Been great to us, so we're really delighted.
Okay.
There's not many like you. Put it that
way. All right. Onward with the third then, whenever that happens.
Yeah.
Will we do the jigs?
We'll do the jigs, yeah.
So we'll play Sean Ryan tune, The Swallow's Return, and then into another Michael Dwyer tune, Donegan's Daughter, isn't it?
Lovely. Yeah.
Now, let me see what I'm doing. Yes.
Okay, listen, lads, go to Mila Mahugib, August. Amor live to live, we're good to stay here.
John Gormagot.
Very
Thanks
well,
so
guys.
much, John. Thanks a million.